Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Kritika, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science in Krishnasamy College for Women. Today, we are going to discuss about overloading and overriding in Java. So, first, we are going to see overloading. So, overloading is a class which have different types of parameters, same name but different types of parameters. So, based on the parameters, the Java will run the method. Let's see with an example. In this example, in the class sample, we have uh, add function with two parameters and another add function with the three parameters. So whenever we are calling, we are passing the value with the three parameters, the second add function, that is public static void main add of int a, int b and int c will be executed if we are passing the parameter two parameters. The automatically the function, the Java will execute the code. First one, this one, this one, this one will be executed. So the parameters with the 3 means this function will be executed. Parameters with the 2, this will be executed. Suppose the parameters, suppose the class having another add function with the different data types. Based on the data type, that function will execute. Suppose add int a comma float b. If there is any function in that class, now if I am passing a value, suppose object dot add 20 comma 20.5. if I am passing like this, the automatically the function goes to this function definition and execute the statements. Okay, and now we are going to see about see what happens in the main function. Public static void main string ops, this is a default statement while we are using the main function. So here we are creating a object for the class sample. So sample is a class name and object is a object name, that obj is the object name, and we are creating a new space, instance space for a class sample. So here using that object name, we are going to access the function add. Okay, here I am using two parameters, that is 20 and 40. These parameters data types are integer, so it goes and check with the matching data type and parameters list. Once we call this function, no, so automatically it goes to this, it matches with the integer type two parameters list. So it will execute this statement system.out.println a plus b. Okay, next statement is next statement is object, three parameters 40, 50 and 60. It go and check with the class which is having the three parameters list and data type. So here the second function add will be executed, that is system.out.println a plus b plus c will be executed. See, the output of the program is, first one is 60 and second one is 150. Clear? So next what we are going to see is function, that is overriding concept. Overriding concept comes under inheritance, that the base class, super class, parent class, like that we can say, no. So here the super class and subclass having the same method name. Here we are having a difference with the same parameters list. There is no difference in the parameters list, same parameters list, same name, but the function will be in super class and also in the subclass. Okay, Java overrides the super class method when we are calling the object. Okay, when we are calling the function through object. Okay, next example. Here in this example, we are having a super class. In that super class, we are having void sample method of super class. Here system.out.println one print statement is there, that will print method of super class. And second thing, the class public class subclass. Here we are creating a subclass that inherits the properties of the superclass. Okay, public static void sample. See here the sample function is there, and in superclass is also sample function is there. Same function name, same one second, same function name, and the same parameters list also. Here no parameters is passing inside the function, so both are same. Okay, and in that extended, that is a subclass, system.out.println method of the subclass. Here we are printing method of subclass. Okay, next what we are going to see is how we are going to access this, how the subclass method will override the superclass method. Here print sample is a new class, and in this class I am going to have a main function, public static void main string args. Okay, for superclass I have created an instance for, that is object for the subclass, and here subclass I am created a instance for the subclass also. So here I have two object. First one is which represents which helps us to access the superclass method, then object 2 which helps us the access the subclass methods. Here I am calling two sample functions. That one is object 1 dot sample, object 2 dot sample. Once we execute it, see the output of the function, the method of the superclass and method. If we are declaring like this, the superclass method will be called. Okay, and as usually similar as normal object creation, but if you want to access the superclass methods, you don't want to override, you want that class method also, means you can give like this. Okay, and another another method we can implement the same concept, that is if you want to access the superclass methods, the next example will show you the different way of approaching how to access it. Okay, in this example we are having my method is, this is superclass, this is subclass. The demo extends, that is demo is a subclass which extends the properties of, that is it inherits the properties of ABC class. Okay, in this superclass public void my method, inside that system.out.println overridden method just I am printing. Okay, if the function is called, this will be executed overridden method. In the demo class, that is subclass, that is in my method super, here we are using this keyword super. We are using the keyword super, which helps us to access the method in the superclass. Okay, and in that class, the system.out.println overriding method. Okay, whenever you are creating a method, whenever you are calling the function, this part will be executed. Inside the part we are accessing a superclass method. So let's see the output of this program. In the public static void main demo object, here I am creating an object for this demo class only, not for the superclass. In demo object is equal to new demo instance for demo. Okay, class object dot my method. Whenever I am calling this method with this object, okay, with this object, this method will be executed. First statement in this method is super dot my method. So when my method, it goes to that just we are calling the super class my method, so it will execute it. After this execute this statement, next system.out.println overriding method will be executed. See the output of this program. Overridden method and another one is overriding method. So here we are having so many approaches to access the superclass methods in overriding concept. This keyword, using this keyword, and like super and even we can create objects, separate objects for the superclass, we can access it. Okay, next what we are going to see is what is the difference between overloading and overriding. This is important. And here in overloading we have different methods, that is two methods or more than one method having the same name. That is important. Same name in the class with different parameters, that is important. That is overloading. Okay, and in overriding, in one method of the same name, அதாவது both so parent class and subclass will have the same name and also the same number of parameters. That is important. Here it should have a same number of parameters. That is important. And last one, the third most important thing is you should know, maybe you will get a interview questions in this. That is overloading is also called as compile time polymorphism, and overriding is runtime polymorphism. You should remember that compile time polymorphism is an example, that is it's called as overloading, and runtime is polymorphism is also known as that is example is we can call it as overriding. Clear? I hope everyone can understand this. If you have any doubts, feel free to put a message in the comment box. We will let you know as soon as possible. Thank you so much.